G'day, this is Captainoob, and this is a Wattz 3000 laser gun currently configured into a pistol. Just like the laser weaponry from the vanilla Fallout 4 game, the Wattz 3000 offers you a highly customizable, highly flexible approach in order to excel in any combat situation. You want it to be a shotgun? Fine. A sniper rifle? Yes. A close quarters pistol with rapid firing? You can do that as well. So the design philosophy from Fallout 4 has sort of modernized this thing, although I should stress that it's not the same as the Wattz 2000 laser rifle, which is the one from Fallout 1 all the way back in 1997. But this thing, very similar, especially when we attach some parts onto this, it'll look very familiar indeed. So let's get into the attachments. Obviously, reload animations, and it's got custom sounds as well. It's got a little TV screen up there. You can actually tell how much ammunition you've got left in this thing. A little bit of a round counter, which is kind of cool. But anyways, receivers, or capacitors in this case, scroll all the way down for the overcharge capacitor. Basically the same thing as your standard laser guns in this game, so nothing too much to comment about, but the best damage one is the overcharge capacitor, so we'll throw that on. So you've got a couple of different types of barrels. A short barrel, just a standard compact pistol barrel. There's a tri-beam, that's your shotgun barrel. You've also got a combat barrel, that's automatic, and your focused is more of your sniper version, and there's also an option for improved versions of these and long versions of these, including this long focus barrel, which gets back to that original Fallout 1 look. So sure, we'll make that happen, and that gives us 313 energy damage, which is pretty good. The DPS sitting just under 1300 at this rate. Not a bad start. And you can throw different grips and stocks onto this thing. If you throw on a stock, you'll lose a bunch of range because it's no longer a pistol, but you'll get the rifleman bonuses of armor penetration. Whether that actually works or not with this thing, then I'm not sure. This one has a fusion core packed into it and replenishes one fusion cell for every 4 shots, so it allows you to fire a little bit faster, so why not? It's the most advanced stock, requires scrounger and science, interestingly enough. And now we'll go over to the sights. You've got standard sights, glow sights, which you can barely see, but they're sort of built into the rifle just there with that little prong there to guide your aim. There's also options for short scopes. Reflex sights down here, still with that old school Fallout aesthetic as well. Very nice. Long scopes, and even night vision versions and recon scopes as well. So let's go for a long recon scope on this thing. It doesn't look too different to the short scope, does it? Not really. They all use the same assets, but I think that works out pretty well. And of course, there's an option for a legendary effect provided by legendary modification. The slot's there on the weapon, so that's why we can see that. Let's not use it. Anyways, there's one of our Wattz 3000 laser guns. Let's go and find some more, including plenty of uniques. The Wattz 3000 is injected onto the level list at level 30. Clear's got one. It's a night vision maximized improved automatic Wattz 3000. So even like the vanilla game in Fallout 4 with the laser guns having ridiculously long names is carried over here. Brilliant. The first of the uniques is located right here in Vault 111. For simplicity's sake, we've started on the exit, but first stop is you want to go to the reactor room, which is in this direction. This is the hallway with all of the rad roaches, and then here is the main office. We'll keep pushing through, and then we get to the reactor room. On the western side of this, we'll find a little can of slurm hidden in the very bottom here. You can activate that. The green slime goes down your throat as you feel its highly addictive flavor. Suddenly, you hear a noise coming from the cryo chambers. Well, we should probably check that out now, shall we? Yep, there's our slurm cam, obviously a Futurama reference. Let's move into the cryo section. Not this room, that room. And you go around the corner all the way to the southeastern end, you'll find a suspicious robot locked master. So crack old bender open and you'll find yourself Frostbite, which has 10 points of cryo damage and freezes targets on critical hits. Not extra energy points of damage like normal freezing. This one's a little bit different, so we'll grab that up. That's a cheat terminal portable. That's got nothing to do. The next unique is located within Fraternal Post 115, which is here. You've got Cambridge Police Station there for reference. The game tells you to go there. Just go a little bit south, you'll find this. Look for the super mutants outside. Anyways, so you want to get into the top office rooms, which is in this direction. Go up these stairs, double back on yourself, and head to this room. And here you go. Here is the office that you want. You'll know you found it if you found the crystal liquor decanter. You'll have a safe on the bottom, and this gun safe up here, a locked rated master. So open that up. We get ourselves AFU-24. Damage increased by 50% each consecutive hit on the same target. So Furious, but not the same Furious. This is a different one, so I don't know, maybe it's capped. We'll see. The next unique is located in University Point, which is here on the map. On the local map, you'll need to find this University Credit Union section here. If you go up to the door, you'll find it, and the map's gone. Anyway, so it's novice locked, easy to get through. Go inside. And once you're inside, try to make your way down. If you can find stairs down, then you're in the right spot. This is a novice lock terminal. Open that up to find the door. And then you're going to want to find the secret button, which I forget which one it is. It's probably this one. Nope. What about this one?
Nice.
Strike 2. Okay. What about this one?
That's it.
Third time's a charm. Hit the button. It opens up this cool secret door. And on the table with many other different energy weapons that are prototypes in this thing, here is the Wattz 3000 Mark II prototype with some blueprints. Very nice. And some ammo for your trouble as well. Not much. Alright. The next unique can be found in Vault 75, which is around the Malden area up here. Yep, there it is. You'll find it in an old schoolhouse. Now, when you get in here, the game will prompt you with a quest, unless you've done this already, to explore this place. Basically, all that quest is just making you pick up the right key cards. The first one is in the shooting range. The second one is the laboratory overlooking the shooting range. And that's all you need. There's a straight shot to the admin wing, which will get you into the overseer's office, like I'm sitting in right now. And you can find overseer's best friend in the desk here with the Wattz enhanced legendary effect by the looks, except with the quick draw extra hit chance. So good for Wattz. And you can also, with this terminal, open up here. There's a Seema trunk and a Grognak the Barbarian, should you be so inclined to do that. And then also an Overseer safe key, which I believe opens up the master locked thing down here, which I may have already done with a terminal. Oh well, there's more than one way to skin a rabbit, I suppose. That's, I think, all of our uniques. Just kidding, there's actually 2 more, but fortunately they're in the same location. So here we are at Wattz Consumer Electronics. We've just walked through the front door, and the easiest way to start is to go straight down. Down, I say, and you'll find this Reflectron that looks like a melee weapon, but yeah, that's kind of cool, right? And there's one more in here somewhere. For simplicity, we'll just be resetting the position at the front door. This one's merely a walk across a room. If you can find all these lined up TVs, then you're in the right spot. Find this display case here. Open it up, master locked rated, of course.
Yes.
And you get access to Scorch Boy Advance. Double damage if the target is at full health. Well, I'm guessing we're making this one a sniper then, now aren't we? Complete with a couple of other doodads, including cool magazines. Probably a little bit too much of a zoom in, but I'll let you pause if you want to read that. And more stuff over here. Tesla Science magazine, $35. That's inflation for you. Thanks, Obama. Or Trump. Or Biden. Pick whatever you want. Anyways, so that's all of our uniques. Probably time to shoot
And
people.
we're finally here. Welcome back to Immersive Gunners Plaza. Here is our Wattz 3000 in first person. And taking a look down the scope. Yep, just a normal, regular old scope. But the round counter there in that nice New Vegas amber. Pay attention to it closely. Took the shot. Was 12, now 11. So it works most of the time. And there's the reload for good measure as well. Also featured a reload in third person. Very cool. Also, I'd just like to point out how much better this is designed over, like, the real, like, the standard Fallout 3, New Vegas, and 4 laser guns, because you've got exposed ammunition, exposed batteries, which would be volatile, so in the off chance they actually hit that fusion cell, it's going to explode in your face, which is not good. So having that extra protection there, which is pretty, like, you just loaded in there, extra protection for it, that's pretty nice. My train of thought got distracted by the fact that I regenerated that fusion cell, which doesn't regenerate it back into your magazine, it just gives you one in your inventory. So you're pretty much saving one, but that's how that works. Let's go over to this one. This one's Frostbite with the tri-beams. Only a 10-round capacity there, but we can freeze people. You'll also notice when we reload it, we're reloading a cryo cell, but it still shoots the same standard fusion cell ammunition as you would. Here is the Furious one, which was called AFU-24. I've got no idea what that means, or if it's an acronym for something, but I've kept it pretty much the same, but put an advanced receiver, or overcharged capacitor on it, same thing, right? But yeah. Also, you might notice how the little cog behind the ammunition counter, that's actually rotating as I fire as well. Very nice. Next, we've got, this is the prototype. I've made this one into a fully automatic assault rifle. You will get through your ammunition pretty fast, as you can tell. Rate of fire is pretty high. The DPS on this thing at a respectable almost 1800, so very good. Next, we've got this one, which I believe is the instigating one. So we put a sniper barrel on this one. We're sort of pulling double duties, but yes, Scorch Boy Advanced. Very similar to that of the one that I made on the workbench at the start of the video, but it's instigating, so it's better for its intended purpose. And then we've got Overseer's Friend. This one's an automatic pistol. I'm gonna need to get myself some more fusion cells, but I think you get the idea. Oh, yeah, lastly, we've got the mirror here, which we can use to bonk people on the head if we feel like it. In terms of damage, it's 241, which, you know, if you add some sneak multipliers onto it, then you're in some pretty good shape. But that's pretty much the gist of it. I'll shoot people now, I swear. So let's start off with our instigating version, see if we can get a little bit of a gun fu streak happening just to increase our damage. There's one commander. Should take her in one shot. Very nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Crits all round. Why not? Hoping for some Grim Reaper sprint procs there, both for AP and getting those crits back, which has happened. It's very nice. Don't need a crit there. Okay, I don't think we're getting sneak critical. Actually, yes, we are. We're just a little bit out of range there, so we're not actually hitting them with its full potential, it would seem. Like that's going to matter too much. Is it going to be too cheap if I continue doing this? Because I'm considering it. How about I go over to this one? We've got a slightly better zoom in here, so scoping out these super long range targets. Easy. Stop that turret from suppressing my position. You know, so far, so good. Normally, energy guns don't do that much damage, but I think I'm flattering its damage a little bit with the use of constant sneak criticals, so let's do something else. That's more like it. Now, obviously, damage is not the #1 priority for this thing. We can do that with other things, but if we need to freeze a target desperately, then look no further than this one. Right now I'm just generating those crits so we can freeze them when the time comes. For the moment, got plenty of health. You could argue that I should have thrown a scope on this thing, because in its semi-auto format, firing 3 projectiles would allow me to get a 3 times chance of actually proccing the sniper knockdown, so probably a little bit of a misplay on my behalf, or a I don't know. Misplay? What's the preparation? Mispreparation, I suppose? Yes, that's the word. Anyways, so we'll stop tripping over that particular word and continue. We'll go over to our next one in our prototype assault rifle form. So I could be utilizing the energy damage weapon fix, but the difference is that I'm missing out on a little bit of armor penetration, but we get to see all these cool damage numbers. It activates the neurons in the brain to see all of those numbers spraying off. Was that a knockdown? Huh. Interesting. Perhaps the automatic keyword is not properly quite set up, although that did take a very long time to utilize, but
It looks like you can definitely get sniper knockdowns with this thing, which is great unless they go out of your view. We'll come back to you later, I suppose. Let's do some long-range gunning if we can. Sort of in caution at this stage. Do we have any people there? Yep, we do. Short controlled bursts. Make sure the recoil doesn't get on top of me. I think they've seen me at this point. Bad cover. There we go. That's much better. That's full cover. Gotta say, it feels like the expenditure of my ammunition is a little bit higher than average using this thing. Still. Doing the job. That guy's stuck for some reason. Yeah, I bet you weren't expecting that. Alright. What else do we got? That's instigating again. There's an invisible man who I wouldn't have even seen him if he didn't walk right in front of me. Alright, let's go over to Overseer's friend. Not to be confused with Overseer's guardian. And as expected, this thing is going to be particularly devastating in bats. We got the lock-ons before he cloaked there. So this thing, utilizing a proper VATS energy build, could probably crush everything that you pointed at, which is great. There's a lot of pistols in this game that are good with VATS. See the Deliverer, that's like your #1 benchmark, but this gets a 3-round burst instead of just the 1 shot every single VATS attack, which gives you the ability to chain headshots from Monday to Sunday, which is what we're doing. Add the occasional crit into it, and you're laughing. You know what? This guy's gonna get bonked. Take this, and that, and this. Attacking you with a mirror, how's that make you feel? And we were just fast enough not to get staggered throughout that, so that's pretty helpful. Do we have these dudes down here? We do as well. Well, 1 crit for you. I guess we could experiment to see how far we can push this Furious thing. It doesn't seem to be stopping with our limited amount of bursts that we're getting on these guys. I think these guys just chose to ignore all of the violence happening around them. Anyways, back onto it. So if we're worried about enemies being super tanky, was that just swaying in my hands? What was that all about? Ooh, that's interesting. Is that supposed to happen? Huh, I've broken the animations. I swear that didn't happen before, but I don't know. It's not a game-breaking bug, but that's interesting. Was that a red? Was that red? That's an electron charge pack. They're the red ones, I believe. Anyways, so that was it against Immersive Gunners Plaza. We've gotten Ada's dress a little bit bloodied, so that's not good. She probably won't be happy about that. Alright, let's try to do this with a sniper first, just to capitalize on all of that damage. And if we can just creep a little bit closer. Get into a position where... Okay, never mind. I was hoping to get a little bit of gun fu action out of this, but... wasn't to be. There we go. Alright, luckily for me, he is currently passive, so we'll just wait for our AP to regenerate. We're good to go. Let's hammer in some criticals onto his face. Ah, yes, sniper knockdowns. I should have been counting on those all along. So, provided we can keep him nice and away, we're going to have an easy time. Oh, he's hit him in the iframes there. This should be an easy enough kill. Perhaps the only thing that'll stop me from killing him at this point is if he decides to, I don't know, go away and like cartwheel onto the next galaxy or something. So let's go over to this one. We can still get our glorious sneak criticals, but we'll be hitting him more rapidly. We're probably a little bit way too far out of range to utilize this thing properly, but it's happening still. Okay, I think the jig's up at this point. Now the question is, can I freeze a big target like him? No. I can, however, make his name disappear from his health bar, which is very disorienting.
Okay, it is definitely on by now. We just get out of the way of that rock. Bring out Overseer's friend. And despite the ammunition indicating that I got a full magazine, we did not. That's just a bug with how the weapon behaviors work. There's nothing that they can do about that without doing a scripting overhaul, requiring something like Fallout 4 script extender and my kill. Not quite. Really thought I'd have him after that. Anyways, yes, so that there are bugs with the ammunition counter, but the same thing happens with the vanilla Gauss rifle, so you can't really complain about that one, to be honest. See that rock coming in slow motion? That was crazy. I need to stop. I need to hit the dodge button, actually, instead of nothing. Oh, here it is. Never mind, still hit me anyway. Right on the noggin. That's a concussion right there. Alright, let's get some of these crits back. Suppose I should start utilizing them if I've got them, right? Just crit as much as I possibly can. Maximum bats round crit efficiency. Nope. Got you that time, buddy. Seem to have an easier time dodging them if I'm in first person before I start the dodge. Let's try this. Interesting. Well, if I don't want to dodge this guy, always be in first person then. We'll just keep chipping away at his health bar. We'll get him eventually, right? Bit of a slugging match at the moment. I'm hitting him with literally everything that I can possibly hit him with. Might actually get into nerd rage here, which it'd be funny. Just let me reload this thing, please. There we go. Add all of the criticals, and we're actually out of rounds there. One more Wattz crit. Keep it coming. Oh, it's going down to the wire. Hopefully this is enough to do it. Oh, how much health did I have left, just out of curiosity? 37, not enough. Not enough to survive that blow. Okay, let's use the elephant in the room, because I was neglecting this one, and for good reason. So let's try this out against another monster. Also, probably have a stim pack. Yes. Don't forget to clean the dress. I don't think Ada's going to want it back covered in your blood. All right, let's give the Lobster Man a light show he won't soon forget. So we'll find his face, I guess. Let's see. 60? Yeah, we'll start with a critical just to get the ball rolling. And then hopefully we can generate some major furious damage to knock him out before he does anything too crazy. That was actually a decent hit by him there. But we'll continue dancing around here. He's not going to be able to touch me unless I get stuck under there. Got stuck on the rocks. I could try to bait him for a claw attack and then just step right out of it, but I think we've got this at this stage. Let's do a slow motion, dramatic, slow kill. There we go. Look at him flying and tumbling through the air, as graceful as a ballerina gazelle. And into the drink he goes. I'm curious about what he's carrying. I know I am. I've completely lost him. He morphed into a kitchen sink right before my eyes. We'll never know. He's despawned. Okay, one more time, but this time a hyper-optimized version with a reflex sight. Look at that. And hopefully we get some C criticals out of this. Looks like that's happening. This is it, maximum power, and since he's moving in slow motion, we should be able to get a reload there. I think only one of those things ended up being a crit. We've got some AP back by the time we reload. Let's get this on again. At this stage, I'm doing over 300 damage per hit, so it's all over for you, mate. So you can really lean into this furious version if you feel like just crushing everything. But other than that, I don't know.
It feels strong when using the... Wow, really? The bullet got stopped there. Now it's not. Ooh, he's gone from the Kobe across the map. Where's that going? Not close enough. But yeah, so what was I on about? I got distracted there by dumb insects. Yeah, so this thing outfitted properly, you can do really well with it. Like that starting stint outside of Immersive Gunners Plaza, I sniped about 10 or 12 of those dudes just with the instigating one. Rapid back-to-back gun fu attacks. That's really, really strong. And then you can have it really strong by just using this unique version to flog the Furious effect until you kill stuff, which can mean you can basically kill anything that can be killed fairly easily, provided you've got enough ammo to do it. So, yeah, then you've got the middle ones. I mean, yes, there's utility value. I realize I haven't frozen anything during this video, but I think it's just better if I don't have to, right? You rather that extra killing potential or more of a dedicated killing role. Here, I'm gonna make good on that. I've got a couple of Mirelurks to deal with. We'll shoot them from back here. It didn't freeze them. What if I did this? Or this?
Whoa, crabby.
Well, that didn't work out, did it? Now I'm gonna get chased around by stupid crabs. And the lobsters. We've already been over this. Get out of here. Oh, thanks, mysterious stranger. So, I don't know why it wasn't freezing. Maybe it was just different. And there's a Mirelurk head, by the way. That's what it looks like. Anyways, enough getting distracted. That was the Wattz 3000 laser gun. Worth having a look. An extremely high quality weapon mod. If you're nostalgic for the original Fallout, I feel like this will be a perfect weapon for you. And I don't know if there's a replacer for the standard laser weapons that'll replace them with this thing just for that authentic Fallout 1 feel, but maybe there might be at some point. But these things can perfectly coexist because, you know, there's different corporations making different energy weapons, so why not? Also, the choice of outfit was probably not the best. I mean, Ada's known for using handguns that typically aren't energy weapons, but I think the dress is cool. This one's from Vitor 9 or 8, one of them. Anyways, if you want to see this weapon in your game, check out the link in the description. If there's an Xbox port, I'll be sure to link it as well. Thank you very much for watching, guys.